We continue our breaking news here on CBS Sports HQ, where four-star offensive tackle Olaus Alinen will be choosing between Alabama, Georgia, Miami, Oregon, Ohio State, among the others. 6'6", 315-pound senior from Loomis Chaffee School, the 118th overall prospect in the 23 class, and the #1 recruit from the state of Connecticut. Playing his high school ball in Connecticut, but we find him in Finland with his family. Now is the time, Olaus. The decision is here. Where are you going?
Okay, thank you. First off, I want to thank God, because without God and the ability He's given me, none of this will be possible. And I want to thank my awesome family. They've been the best support I could ever imagine, and always been there for me, helping me with everything I need and supporting my decision to go to the U.S. and pursue my dream. I'd like to thank my friends here in Finland who've been here since day one, and friends in the United States. I made a lot of important friendships, and there's been people who've been able to take care of me, help me with everything I need during living away from home. Also want to thank all my previous coaches here back home, who guided me with football when I started playing. Coach Moore at Loomis, who gave me the opportunity to come to the United States and guided me through the recruiting process and helped me get started. And then I would also like to thank all of the college coaches who took a shot with me, believed in me, recruited me, and gave me the opportunity, gave me their time. And it's a big thing for me to have the opportunity to do what I'm about to do. With that being said, my journey will be continuing at the University of Alabama.
I love it. The Roll Tide there in the building, and all the Crimson Tide and Alabama swag with the hat and the gear. It's a simple follow-up there, Olaus. Why Alabama and Nick Saban?
I mean, Alabama's program is the most proven one out there. It was my dream school when I started following college football. What Coach Saban has done with developing players, the way they want you to be successful as a human being in football, academically, and for your future career, maybe football or maybe something else, they'll support you. And I mean, it's just a place that has everything you need, really. And you get to play for the best program of all time. It's a huge honor.
I'll let you get to celebrate with your family and friends, but I got a couple more questions before I let you go. How close was it for the second school or maybe the third school? Did you have a decision for Alabama early, or when did you ultimately decide that it was going to be Bama in the Crimson Tide?
Yeah, I made my decision like 2 days ago. So it was really close for a long time, and the race was really tight. But after just talking with Coach Saban the last time before I committed, I realized it's the place where I want to go truly.
And lastly, a message to all of those in Tuscaloosa and for the Crimson Tide. What message do you have when you get there, obviously supporting it and celebrating it now before you get back to the States?
Yeah, definitely. Let's get to work, and let's win some more championships and keep the dynasty going. Roll Tide.
All right. Olaus Alinen joining us here on CBS Sports HQ. Congratulations. Thank you for the time and breaking it down here on CBS Sports HQ.
Thank you for having me.
All right. He's going Roll Tide. And they got the little beanies, which over there they can use, but certainly out here in the South, back here in the States, it doesn't get too cold, more muggy than it is there. But again, take a look at the prospect profile in the class of 23. Big schools were after him again. Fellow SEC-powered Georgia and the reigning national champs. Mario Cristobal in Miami, Dan Lanning at Oregon, and of course Ryan Day at Ohio State. But at the end of the day, it's Alabama and Nick Saban who are able to get it done. All right, to break things down, Cooper Pategna and Ryan Harris are 24/7 Sports national recruiting analysts and our Super Bowl champ joining us here. Cooper, I'm going to start with you. Obviously, I think the crystal ball seemingly had it going this way. What's your reaction to Olaus going to Tuscaloosa?
This is a big get. I mean, he's an intriguing international prospect. We got to see him last week in Bradenton, Florida at the Future 50. And there's been a lot of talk whether he's going to play tackle or guard at the next level. I think that long-term projection right now is a little bit wait and see, but he's 6'6", 315 pounds. He is beautiful off the hoof. So I like this guy a lot in terms of his play. I think Alabama's got an excellent track record of being able to develop these kind of bigger bodies. A lot of people thought Evan Neal, who was a top 10 pick of the New York Giants this past year, was going to be a guard. He ended up playing tackle throughout his career at Alabama. So I really like the fit in Tuscaloosa for Olaus, and I think he's going to be a guy 2 years from now that we can see factor in Tuscaloosa.
Ryan, of course, a fellow offensive lineman here. What do you think about this big fella? And where can he also, in terms of physically, continue to grow as he gets to school?
Well, congratulations to Olaus. And I'll tell you one thing, he's going to have some scouts going to Finland to find the next one. But they're getting a run blocker extraordinaire. One of the things, especially with foreign players, you wonder if they have the tenacity that you have to play the game of football with. Olaus has that. It is an amazing thing to watch his film, see him finish guys, and then he's a great pass protector as well. I thought it was awesome that he said that him and his dad were working on his pass protection this morning because he's pretty good. When I watch the film, I see a guy like Andrew Whitworth, perennial Pro Bowler, Super Bowl champion. I mean, this is the kind of player that Olaus can be if he continues to work on his hands. And the impressive thing is that 6'6", 315, he has incredible bend. He gets under guys even in high school. So there's a lot of good things pointing to a successful career for Olaus.
Cooper, let me get back to you. What does this do for Alabama in the current 23 cycle at the moment?
Well, now they jump up to number 8 in the 24/7 Sports Composite Team rankings. So you look at Alabama, and I think there's kind of been some question marks. Is this a little bit of a late start for them? But you can never count them out. They got top 247 running back Justice Haynes in the mix just this week. They're in there for top 247 corner Cormani McClain, the best defender in the 2023 cycle. So for Alabama, I think they're just getting going. They're putting together a really good offensive line class. So will Conform be another guy in the top 247 that Olaus will join? You know, never discount Nick Saban and the job that they're doing. I think they're just getting started here.
Where are we at in terms of recruiting abroad? I know that there is a feeder program, but how do you describe the pipeline, specifically Europe, with a lot of marquee 4-star guys coming over here and then playing ball?
Well, we're starting to see it grow. You know, you talk about Lucas Simmons. He's another guy in the top 247 from Sweden originally, and Julius Welshoff. I remember during my time at Michigan, we took him from Germany. So you're starting to see this happen a little bit more. I think these guys are going to have a little bit steeper of a learning curve. You know, you talk about Olaus's background. He played hockey until he was about 12 years old, played a little basketball as well, but he trains with NHL players in the offseason. So we talked a lot about temperament. I think these guys are a natural fit when it comes to the football field, and I think we'll only see that grow, especially with the NFL making inroads in Europe as well.
Ryan, let me get back to you in terms of your craft. If guys like Olaus are coming in, and I don't want to say late, they're just, you know, they're getting maybe some other kids here, states are getting a little bit earlier. What are some of the things that he would have to work on? We talked about that learning curve here. How do you best describe that?
Well, the first thing is speed and anticipation, right? I mean, you can't mimic that anywhere in high school football in America, let alone in Finland as well. And I know he's played in Connecticut. So, but when you get to that college level, I mean, linebackers are reading the run quickly. They're going to run through you, not to you. That's a difference that you have to get. And then you just have to work your hands. I mean, I did martial arts, a different one each and every offseason, Krav Maga, Aikido. You have to find a way to keep your balance, get guys' hands off of you. So that would be the big thing. The coaching point for Olaus is going to be, hey, be ready for that linebacker. It's going to happen a lot faster than you're used to. And oh, by the way, you can play that fast and quick. You just have to decide to, and then continue to work on his hands and punch. He does those things. You might be looking at another Alabama offensive line first-round pick.
All right. Ryan, Cooper, guys, certainly appreciate it. Again, Nick Saban getting another good one for his recruiting class in the 23 cycle. I want to remind everybody about 24/7 Sports. Your team all the time, everything you need. Currently on the Recruiting Home website at the moment. Weekly ranking notes recapping 8 new 4-stars and names to know.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.